shall we start? Because this is a sub-forum about trade, I like to use English to moderate this meeting first, since it is about the time.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is a parallel session on facilitating international trade of bamboo and rattan commodities. Welcome you all speakers and participants. I am Wu Junqi. I'm from the INBAR, the International Bamboo and Rattan Organization. I would like to say thanks to everybody online here for your attention and presence to this session about trade facilitation of bamboo and rattan sector, and also the invited speakers and the participants here in the meeting room. Let me introduce the speakers today. Beside me, Mr. Yinggang Qiang, Deputy Director of the International Center of Bamboo and Rattan, ICBR, our very close INBAR partners in China. And next, Mr. Wang Wen Sizhang, Deputy Director, Department of Duty Collection, General Administration of Custom of China. Fang Changhua, Professor Fang Changhua from ICBR, the International Center of Bamboo and Rattan. Mr. Zhang Xiaohui, First Secretary, Permanent Mission of China to the World Trade Organization. 连建昌，娇娇是不是换了邹鑫了？
是的，邹鑫女士。
Yeah, assistant to Mr. Lian Jianchang, chair of the board, Longzhou Bamboo Technology Group company, and myself. Okay, firstly, Jiao Jiao, Dr. Chen Jiao Jiao, assistant professor of the ICBR, the International Center for Bamboo and Rattan, and myself. I'm responsible for the communications work of INBAR, but also I'm very happy to be here to share the trade information with the parallel session and then the participant friend here. Thank you all for your attention and all of the preparation work. And the next, let's welcome Mr. Yinggang Qiang to deliver remarks for us for this parallel session of trade facilitations. Thank you, Mr. Yinggang Qiang. Thank you.
Thank you so much, moderator and Madam Wu Junqi, distinguished experts, dear friends. Distinguished experts, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, good day to you all. Today, we are upheld the sub-forum to promote the bamboo and rattan product international trade convenience sub-forum on behalf of the second World Bamboo and Rattan Conference. On behalf of the International Bamboo and Rattan Center, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratifications for all of you. Again, under the support of INBAR, bamboo and rattan as a strategic natural resources is gaining the recognition and highlights of the international society. The enriching bamboo and rattan product with its green and lower carbon features is gradually gaining the recognitions for customers and consumers across the world. According to estimations, the bamboo and rattan industry is registered a total industrial values of $70 billion, while the total trade volumes of the bamboo and rattan product is reaching $3 billion. There's over 100 countries and regions participating in the international trade of bamboo and rattan, and these industries playing ever more important roles in facilitating regional economic cooperation and promoting the sustainable development of the developing countries. This year, under the Global Development Initiation Framework, China has come up with the initiations to replace the plastic with bamboos. This is a new topic and new theme for the bamboo and trade policies, research, and applications. I believe under the full support of all societies, the values of the bamboo and rattan is going to be presented further, and the bamboo industry is going to provide a high-quality green product for the international market, helping the dual carbon target to be realized, and further helps the SDG targets of the 2030 in the United Nations. Bamboo and rattan is going to become one of the ties connecting the mutual visions for the international society's sustainable development. Finally, I wish the event of facilitating the international trade of bamboo and rattan products a great success. I also want all of the distinguished colleagues to contribute new suggestions and new contributions to the green sustainable development globally. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Yin. Thank you for your support through the time on the trade facilitation work in the past and also for the future. I wish it will continue in the future. And 您还有其他重要的工作就可以离开了。
好，谢谢。
因为尹书记他还有其他的工作，所以先离开我们。
Mr. Yin has other work. He's going to leave us for this meeting.
I'm still hesitating to speak Chinese or English because we are all here, our own friends. 是在同传还是有的吧？说什么都行啊，我还是尽量的说这英文。现在领导离开了哈，我们就是下面的环节。Let's start the presentation part of the session. Now, let's welcome Mr. Wang Wen, Deputy Director General, Department of Duty Collection, General Administration of Customs of China. Mr. Wang Wen, his title of the presentation is promotion for the
title of the presentation is promotion for the
这是什么问题？是延后了吗？ Promotion for the optimization of the classification system and trade facilitation for bamboo and rattan commodities. 有请王司长。
感谢国际竹藤组织邀请中国海关参加第2届国际竹藤大会，并参与促进竹藤商品贸易便利化发展专题会议讨论。在国际竹藤组织不断努力推动下，竹藤作为可持续发展的自然资源，逐渐得到国际社会的关注和重视。绿色、低碳、丰富的竹藤商品也逐渐得到了全球消费者的认可和青睐。竹藤产业发展和商品贸易在促进区域经济合作、推动发展中国家可持续发展进程发挥着重要的作用，支持竹藤产业发展。
General Administration of Customs has actively promoted the bamboo and rattan industry to spread into every single corners of the world and helping the bamboo and rattan industry to drop the industrial standards across the world, and also raising the awareness of the bamboo and rattan product in the world, helping to facilitate the rapid development of the bamboo and rattan product. We have also promoted the taxations and also the examinations and the quarantine systems of the bamboo and rattan product, facilitate the rapid development of the bamboo and rattan product. I have 3 points to share with you. The first part is promoting the optimizations of the bamboo and rattan systems, as well as promoting the international trade across the world. The GACC is actually monitoring the consumptions and applications of the bamboo and rattan product across the world. Since the 1980s to the year 2000, there is only 2 items of the bamboo and rattan product under the general catalogs of the GACC.
2003年，中国海关协助国际竹藤组织
In the year 2003, together with INBAR,
向世界海关组织协调制
And
度。
FAO made a co-proposal to IMO to change the serial number of bamboo and rattan commodities, make it an independent category, resolve the long-standing problem for bamboo and rattan commodities cannot be identified easily. Altogether, 16 raw materials, canned fruits, floors, upholsteries, and etc., all type of commodity products. In the year 2003, China Customs working together with the international custom organizations to add another 10 products in the category with added value innovative products such as kitchenware and etc. In 2007,
3列的竹藤协调制度编码，涵盖了世界主产业体系。
we have 14 new subheadings introduced. In 2017, for the 10 subheadings introduced, and laying a solid foundation for bamboo and rattan commodity. In the year 2012, the HS work classification, whether the HS code 4418.93 cellular wood panels could include cellular bamboo can panels. On the 60th censorship meeting, the Chinese customer worked together and supported the cellular bamboo panel being included in the cellular wood panel, and also the optimization of serial code or serial numbers help us to do a survey, a statistical survey about bamboo products and rattan products on the market. In the year 2019, bamboo and rattan products total volume increased dramatically. Bamboo products and rattan products altogether increased by 100% over 2017, reaching $3.4 billion. Bamboo products with $3.05 billion over 220 countries in particular. In 2020, North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific are the 3 top main export areas. You can see, to be more specific, import values from these 3 regions are on the top of the world. Vietnam, Canada, Europe, EU are the major export areas. EU, US, Japan are the 3 major importers. From the rattan perspective, Asia Pacific is top in terms of exports, then Europe and North America. Import, North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific, top 3 in the world. Indonesia, Vietnam, Malaysia, Philippines, and China are exports. US, EU are the main importers. We're trying to have a breakdown, understanding, analysis of rattan commodities and bamboo commodities, laying a solid foundation for future policy support to bamboo and rattan commodity. According to WTO, there are various bamboo and rattan commodities, tableware, furniture, food and ingredients, daily necessities, etc. Plated bamboo products and bamboo shoot, foods and bamboo furniture and bamboo panel, altogether over 5%, and daily necessities up to 20%. and rattan products, including three mainly: planted rattan product, rattan raw material, furniture. In 2020, the total import is up to $385 million, and rattan furniture 40%, and rattan products 50%. And now I would like to introduce you the China specific subheading in national tariff and related taxation policies at customer. We are promoting national tariff schedule to support local economy. Bamboo rattan products in the national tariff schedule. Since 2008, the Customs Department attached a great importance on bamboo and rattan products. China has the richest bamboo resources and also the most rattan products. I think bamboo and rattan products can be environmental friendly and economical, can generate economic benefits. And we want to add value to the bamboo and rattan products through more innovative and new products. As mentioned, there is no single or independent tariff cereals. They can only be put under the other categories to enjoy the tax exemptions or tariff exemptions or preferential policies. So to tackle this issue, we are trying to support bamboo panel products, pulp paper products, fiber products. This is to help the deprocessing of the bamboo and rattan products to protect the folk culture and artisanship and craftsmanship in China. By far, in China, taxation policy on bamboo and rattan industry covers most of these products are temporarily tariff-free, and floor panels and bamboo products are major products being exported. For bamboo and rattan taxation policy, according to the 2022 taxation policies, the temporary tariff is zero. Only raw material, canned fruit, carbon, charcoal, and others products we set a tariff rate at 2 to 6%. And the export countries are the mainly exporters the mainly importers of these products are Southeast Asia countries, but they also enjoy some tariff preferential policies by purchasing all these products from China. So all in all, in summary, you can see there is almost zero tariff charged on bamboo and rattan transactions. And in terms of the consumption products, currently there is no consumption tax over bamboo and rattan products. The VAT rate of these products is 13%. Bamboo and rattan products import and export in recent years. In recent years, we see a stable volume of bamboo and rattan products reaching 206 countries and regions. From January 2021 to September 2022, a total of 7.57 million ton bamboo products import and export with a total volume of $7.2 billion. It has been increased by 3.4%. In 2021, we have an increase of 19% and 12% in terms of import and export over the data of 2020. And regions or countries Germany, Vietnam, US, Japan are the major import and export partners of China, and bamboo and rattan products covering 16 categories products, with a total of 18,000 enterprises joining the communication or the business interaction. Import, Philippines, Malaysia, and Indonesia are the three major sources for raw materials of Chinese bamboo products, and they are mainly supporting raw material to daily necessities and tablewares and furnitures. In the future, we're going to move towards the new goal, and China is the promoter and initiator of the sustainable development, and we're trying to adopt a transformation for economic development and giving a continuous momentum to the global development. Bamboo and rattan and wood are easily to grow and easily to process, and we believe bamboo and rattan are non-wood materials with their unique advantages and qualities. In the 2030 SDG by UN, there were 17 sustainable goals. 7 out of the 17 goals are associated with bamboo. And currently speaking, the World Customs Organization is developing the strategy of green customs, strengthening customs' role in implementing green trade policies for environmental protection. China Customs Administration will work together with the World Customs Organization and INBAR to make facilitation and to create policy facilitation to the green trade policy for bamboo and rattan commodities. And also we will align with the international policies and regulations to support the green trade, and also to support and encourage bamboo and rattan transactions, and to optimize and the domestic and tariff and taxation policies, and also to facilitate the trade in the international trade of bamboo and rattan commodities. Thank you very much. I would also like to take this opportunity to pay tribute to China Customs Administration for your support in the past decades or above plus to INBAR. As you mentioned that in the year 2017, we have until the 2017 we have more subheadings in it. We have 6-digit serials and 24-digit series. And these are China's latest solid foundation to the global practice.
这个海关编码的体系，包括刚才王司长说的跟税率有关。
Also, as mentioned by the DDG, I think there are some of the taxation-related work. I am actually looking forward to collaborate with the GECC about developing some of the bamboo and rattan products. Thank you so much, DDG Wang. Now we are going to give the floor to Dr. Feng Changhua.
Of the technical committee of the bamboo 你自己来吧。然后是那个 international standardization organization 的 Bamboo and Rattan Technical Committee 的负责人，他一直在主持跟我们发展竹藤国际标准有关的工作。他今天的题目呢
So Mr. Feng has been working on the ISO standards.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Changhua Fang. Thanks for the introduction and for inviting me to give this presentation. I'm from International Center for Bamboo and Rattan. I'm also the manager of ISO TC296, the technical committee on bamboo and rattan. Today, I would like to give you a quick overview of ISO standards on bamboo and rattan. First, I would like to give you a very quick introduction of ISO. It was founded on 23rd February 1947, and ISO is an independent non-governmental organization. It's a global network of national standards bodies with one member per country, and the ISO's job is to make international standards. The development of ISO standards can help to make products compatible, and so it can fit and work well with each other, and it can identify safety issues of product and service. Currently, ISO has published more than 24,000 international standards, and it has 167 members with 809 technical committees and subcommittees. Next, I would like to give you an introduction of the ISO TC 296, the Technical Committee on Bamboo and Rattan. First, this one is already been introduced before, and I would like to show you again. In 2019, the international trade of bamboo and rattan commodities reached more than $3 billion. The establishment of ISO TC 296 is proposed again a general background, the burgeoning bamboo and rattan industry and the deficiency of unified standards to regulate it. Especially there are three aspects. The first aspect is the lack of unified definition of bamboo and rattan products hinders the international trade. The second aspect is the product quality is hard to control, which will trigger the trade dispute. And third aspect is the current international standards for bamboo and rattan are limited in number and range, which cannot meet the market needs. So against such a background, the ISO Technical Management Board grants Chinese proposal to set up a technical committee on bamboo and rattan, and it was numbered ISO TC 296, and this one is established in May 2015. The secretariat is the Standardization Administration of China, and the chairperson is Professor Bong Huafei, and I'm the committee manager. The scope of ISO TC 296 is a standardization of bamboo, rattan, and derived materials, including terminology, classifications, specifications, test method, and quality requirements. As the committee manager, my responsibility is to manage the technical work through the secretariat. Currently, we have 18 participating members and 17 observing members. We have 6 working groups, 5 on bamboo and 1 on rattan. And we have published 9 international standards. The first one is ISO 21625, vocabulary related to bamboo and bamboo products. This one is was the first published international standard of ISO TC 296. It contains this one was published in July 2020. It contains internationally recognized terms and definitions for bamboo and bamboo products. The ISO 21626 Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, bamboo charcoal, generalities, fuel applications, purification applications were published in 2020, and these 3 standards specify the requirements and the test method for bamboo charcoal. And the development of these 3 standards can provide an effective means of improving the utilization of bamboo. The ISO 23066 vocabulary related to rattan materials and products was published in February 2021, and this standard specifies the terms and the definition for rattan and rattan products. Another one is ISO 21629 Part 1, bamboo flooring for indoor use. This one specifies the technical requirements and the test method for indoor bamboo flooring for internal use. And reads the standard documents applicable to unfinished and finished indoor bamboo flooring, includes laminated bamboo flooring, bamboo scramble flooring, bamboo wood composite flooring, and flattened bamboo flooring. The ISO 23067 grading system for Rattan requirements and classification. This was the second published international Rattan standard of ISO TC 296. It makes up for the lack of quality evaluation standards for Rattan, and it provides quality evaluation criteria recognized by the multiple parties. And this one was published in July 2022. Recently, in August, we published another standard, ISO 21629, Part 2, bamboo flooring outdoor use. Then this one specifies the technical requirements for and the test method for outdoor bamboo flooring, and it is applicable to outdoor bamboo flooring, including bamboo laminated flooring and bamboo scramble flooring. And this one, ISO 596, was published 1 week ago on 31 October 2022. Bamboo-based activated carbon general specification. This one specifies the general requirements and the test method for bamboo-based activate carbon. We still have 3 projects ongoing, including the ISO 6128 laminated products made of bamboo strips for indoor furniture purpose. And this one is specifies the requirements and the test method for the laminated products made of bamboo strips for indoor furniture purpose. It does not cover other laminated bamboo products not made of bamboo strips. Another ongoing project is the bamboo wood composite for container flooring. And this is also very important standard because the bamboo wood composite container flooring makes up more than 19% of the market share of container flooring. This one specifies the terms, definitions, classification, technical requirements, etc. For the bamboo wood composite container flooring. And this standard is applicable to the cargo container flooring made from bamboo and wood. Another important project is the bamboo drinking straw. This one, I am the project leader of this standard. I submit the proposal in March 2022, and it was approved in June 2022. And this one specifies the requirements and the test method of support for bamboo drinking straws, and is applicable to bamboo drinking straws that are made by draining holes on stickers processed from bamboo cone wool, and bamboo drinking straws that are made by winding bamboo veneers. And this is a typical bamboo products as a substitute for plastic products. We have some other standards related to bamboo. Is developed by the ISO TC 165 Working Group 12. Because all the standards related to the structure use of bamboo are developed by this working group of ISO TC 165. They have already published 4 international standards, including the bamboo structure, grading of bamboo cones, basic principle and procedures. And this one specifies the grading procedures for visually and mechanically sorting round or pole or bamboo for structural application using such fundamental elements. Another published important standard under ISO TC 165 is the bamboo structure, bamboo cones structure design. And this one applies to the design of bamboo structure whose primary load-bearing structure is made of round bamboo or shear panel system in which the frame members are made from round bamboo. This document applied to 1 and 2 stories, residential, small commercial, and institutional light industrial building, not exceeding 7 meters in height. Another one is the bamboo structure, determination of physical and mechanical properties of bamboo comb test method. And this one specifies the test procedure for specimens obtained from round bamboo combs. And it provides method for evaluating the physical and some mechanical properties. Another one is the bamboo structure, engineered bamboo products test method for determination of physical and mechanical properties. This one is for determining the mechanical properties of engineered bamboo products. This one is applicable to the prismatic shapes of glue laminated bamboo and a bamboo scramble intended to resist flexure, shear, and loss or combination thereof. They still have two projects under development, including the bamboo structure engineered bamboo products test method for determination of mechanical properties using small size specimens. And this one are applicable only to the small size test specimens. Another one is bamboo structure, glued laminated bamboo product specification. And this one is specified product specification for glued laminated bamboo, requirements for the component and bonding performance requirements, etc. That's my presentation. Thank you.
Very efficient. A lot of very sufficient information by Dr. Fang Changhua. Actually got a lot of message about also the standardization in future for the bamboo and rattan industry, especially like some products we are working actually from HS code side, like for the flooring, for the laminated bamboo panels, and even like charcoal, and also lastly for the single time used straw, which we are promoting now for bamboo as a substitute for the plastic products that I do think is very necessary and should be also fruitful in the future for us to develop the code and the standard together for bamboo and rattan sector to how to say, to promote the market access to the importing countries or to the industry development in the future. One side is to develop standard, the other side to open the door for the bamboo and rattan products to the importing markets. So thank you, Professor Doctor 。and 方博士因为还有另外一场会在请他做报告，所以他要先离开我们这个会议间。谢谢您，谢谢您，好的。现在就剩我自己了啊，按照我们的日程呢 ，next speakers Mr. 张晓辉，his title of the presentation is the potential areas of the cooperation on trade policy development between INBAR and WTO, the World Trade Organizations. Mr. 张晓辉, please, it's your turn.
Thank you, Chair, for giving me this opportunity to share some information and experience from the WTO. I'm Xiaohui Zhang from the permanent mission of China to the WTO. As time is limited, I will very quickly to introduce some information from here. Firstly, I think as everybody already know that WTO is international organization as a platform for negotiating trade agreement. Is a lawmaking body, and also it operates a global system of trade rules. It settles the trade disputes between its members. As our previous speakers, they are focused on like the WCO and ISO. They are focused on the technical issues, how to facilitate the trade of bamboo and rattans. For the WTO, it will deal with the legal issues. It means that the WTO is a lawmaking body and also to monitor the legislation of the trade. Regarding today's topic about the trade facilitation of bamboo and rattan products, I want to focus on several topics. First one is the TFA. As I think everybody knows that the trade facilitation agreement, which came into force in 2017, maybe we can say that this is the most important legal binding international rules for the trade facilitation. And it came into force from 2017. So far, we already have 156 countries and regions already ratified of this agreement, and so far more than 74% of the implementation of the committees. Regarding this agreement, I just want to share some my personal understanding on how we can cooperate between the INBAR and the WTO. If we look at the right side, there are 12 articles in the TFA. All are very important areas which are which are facilitating trade in all around the world. For example, the first article is about the transparency. It means that the WTO members should publish all their trade procedure, their rules, their legislation to the world, and also they need to notify all their rules to the WTO Secretariat. It will be helpful for the traders that to have a clear understanding what procedures or rules they should follow, and also they can it's very important for the traders to have a clear understanding, and if there is anything that they are they found that the rules is not followed by the member, maybe they can raise a case, or they could through some channels they can share their concerns to the relevant countries or regions. And currently, the Committee of Trade and Facilitation, they are encouraging the relevant stakeholders and the private sector to share their experience and the best practice to the committee. Then, according to my understanding, that for the INBAR or any traders on the bamboo and the rattan products, they could enhance the cooperation with the WTO by sharing their concerns if they find any difficulties in their trading, like obstacles or barriers or anything that they think is not consistent with the rules of the TFA. They could come to the committee or through some channels. For example, they can contact with the National Trade Facilitation Committee of all the WTO members and to raise their question or concerns to them. And through the committee, then we can discuss on it and try to solve the problem. This is the first agreement which could be a potential area in the future to enhance the cooperation between INBAR and WTO. Secondly, I would like to briefly introduce the currently one initiative in the WTO. It's named IDP, the Informal Dialogue on Plastic Pollution and Environmental Sustainable Plastic Trade. Maybe you have no idea what is the initiative in the WTO. As I mentioned, that the WTO is an international organization that is lawmaking. All the international trade rules are come from the negotiation. So before the negotiation started, it normally comes from one initiative. The initiative is something that some members already find something is very important. Then they want to have some new rules for the whole world, for the 164 members. Then the members could jointly raise an initiative. Then step by step, the initiative could become a negotiation issue. Then after negotiation, it becomes the rules for the members. So this IDP is a new initiative. It was launched by now it's coordinated by 6 WTO members, including Australia, Fiji, China, Barbados, Ecuador, and Morocco. Now, so far, we have already 75 WTO members co-sponsored this initiative, and which cover 75% of plastic trade in the world. Why I want to mention this initiative in the WTO? Because in this initiative, it will cover all the issues about how to tackle plastic pollution. One of the 3 work streams in this initiative is focused on how to promote trade in goods and services of substitutes and alternatives of plastics. We know that now in INBAR, there is a new initiative named the Bamboo as a Substitute for Plastic Initiative. So I found that these 2 initiatives are very relevant to each other and very consistent with each other. The Bamboo and the Rattan could be a very good substitute for plastics. So we already invite INBAR to participate in the next meeting of IDP in the WTO, and also in the workshop organized by WTO in collaboration with UNCTAD in December. We are looking forward to jointly promoting trade in goods and services of bamboo and rattan for the next step. Not only these 2 topics, I think there are actually, many topics we can enhance our cooperation between INBAR and the WTO, like the Environment Goods Agreement. This is another initiative which was negotiated among 46 WTO members for several years. And also China already raised the bamboo and rattan as a very important environmental goods in this negotiation. And also other committees like the TBT, Technical Barrier to Trade Committee, and the agreement on the application of sanitary and phytosanitary measures, etc. Several committees and topics, I think, is very relevant to the enhance or promote trade facilitation of bamboo and rattan products. Yeah, here, this is something very briefly about my understanding how we can enhance cooperation between INBAR and the WTO. Thank you.
Thank you, Xiaohui Chu장. Thank you very much. Very good time. Thank you also. Yeah, that's very good for the session. Yes, and yesterday for the opening of the second global Bamboo and Rattan Congress, and we get a congratulatory letter from the Chinese President, Mr. Xi Jinping, and also on the opening, Chinese government to announce a jointly initiative again together with INBAR to start the action plan of the bamboo as a substitute for plastic in the future. So that's actually we have talked about that topic for in INBAR. Within INBAR already for several years, and with the Chinese government already half a year almost from starting from June. So yesterday's item would be another very good starting point for us to work together to move forward on this sector, in this sector. And also at INBAR, we are looking forward to working together with our international partners, especially Xiaohui's organization, World Trade Organizations, together, and also UNCTAD. I think about the trade sector, we can closely work together in the coming actually soon after to talk about the actions and also to talk about very practical measures in the future, how to work together with other sectors like the construction, like the manufacturing, the other side industry, to work together to go further, to promote trade, to facilitate trade, help the countries, help the producers and the consumers, importers and exporters to be together to promote, to use more bamboo to replace plastics for a clean and a beautiful world. So thank you, Xiaohui, and also looking forward to participating in your initiative activities in December. And we see you tomorrow, see you next time, and then working together for more actions. Thank you. Next, we have invited Mr. Zhou Xin from Longzhu Company from Fujian Province. Usually, actually, the manufacturers, exporters of the enterprises, they are facing in the front of the trade actions for the products, for the commodities. So they may have more practical experience to share with us how to deal with export barriers, promote the international trade of bamboo as a substitute for plastics initiative. And these days, we already shared a lot of information about how to use bamboo to replace plastics, to reduce plastic pollution. I do think that's very useful for us to be together with producers, with companies to talk about the topic, how to move forward. Zhou Xin, please.
谢谢主持人。Thank you so much. I am coming from Longzhu Science and Technology Commodities. I'm really honored to participate in this sub-forum on promoting and facilitating the trade of the bamboo and rattan products. Longzhu Science and Technology Commodities was founded in the Fujian province, and we are actually becoming first branch of the Fujian province's a company listed in the Asia market. We are also focusing on the forest and bamboo town. In November 2021, we are becoming on the Beijing Stock Exchange. Let's look at the carbon industries. While it is entered into the global mainstream market, there are all kinds of the problems, including the inflation, a shrinking market, quality systems. COVID-19 impact is creating the shocks for the traditional manufacturing industry. The rising inflation is spreading from a single economy to all the economies across the world. With this downward trend, the consumption is going to be shrinking. At the same time, Russia-Ukraine conflict is also creating a lot of damage to the global economic situation. There is a shrinking consumption in the market, reflecting a shrinking in terms of the consumption confidence. Under this general effect, facing the impact of the COVID-19, rising human resources, and shrinking foreign demand, we are suggesting that the bamboo and rattan industry can work in the following front. We should work on the innovations of the changes. We should come up with more application materials and products. Bamboo and rattan as a regenerative, renewable, and degradable product has a high strength, can be used in the high temperature, high pressure situations. It can also be used in the sports industries, among other different industries. Recently, our center is actually working together with the super slim bamboo straws as one of the major highly value-added industries. It is also going to provide a very good solution for the sustainable development as a natural-based solution. Replacing plastic with bamboo is also becoming one of the quite common solutions across the country. We have also came up with the bamboo straws We have also came up with a lot of plastics in the kitchenwares. Second, we are also going to use the multiple material to increase its advantages. We should break the traditional bamboo products, single bamboo product, mixed material, do the innovations in the mixed materials. Through accurate exploration in combination of bamboo and steel, wood, ceramic, and other materials, we can create more products which can be accepted by the market. For example, the bamboo material can be mixed used with other different materials. We are also going to come up a material which is more welcomed by the market. Third, we are also going to optimize the system. Currently, the company has got the AL certificates from the GECC, which is going to do the customer clearance first and improving our national advantages. We have also got ISO 9001 social quality management certificates as well as ISO SA qualification certificates. This all-rounded effort is going to help us to promote an efficient combination with the industry and supply chains. We are using the artificial intelligence, big data, and IoT technologies to monitor all the different rounds in the supply chains, using the digital technologies to tackle with the iterations of these markets, promoting the company's outlook in the industry. At the same time, digitalization is going to help with the highly efficient usage of these areas. And we are also going to see the downside of this industry. At the same time, there are some of the cross-border e-commerce platforms. The e-commerce platform is going to help us. It's not only break through the barriers between countries and promote the formations of a barrier-less global market, but it is a revolution in the international commerce. For enterprises, cross-border e-commerce has created the open and multiple dimension models of the multilateral economic and trade cooperation, which has greatly broadened their access to the international market. For the companies, the cross-border method has helped us and expanded the company's entry into the international market. The bamboo industry and also the rattan industry should use the Amazon, eBay, among other different platforms. I think these are the 4 future directions that we are moving forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you to Ms. Zhou. As I mentioned, and the companies, the private sector is always plays such an important role for the international trade between the countries. They do the claim, they do the trade practice with their products. So their experience is so important for us to discuss about the real problems for the trade situation. Zhou Xin also mentioned about the ISO standard development and also the market development for bamboo to produce more bamboo to replace plastics. And thank you, Zhou Xin, again. In the future, I would suggest we try to make more enterprises, private sector people to involved in the discussions or international cooperations to produce more suitable substitute with bamboo resources with technology innovation. We have developed many, based in also in the International Center of Bamboo and Rattan's research work and also other partners from scientific and technology. We already get a lot of experience to produce new and also nice products with bamboo resources, which actually high quality and also with a very big market potential to replace plastics. So in the future, I would hope and also will try to invite more private sector people to join us to develop the trade policies, to move the trade policies to help to promote bamboo and rattan commodities trade. Thank you, Zhou Xin, again. Next, Jiao Jiao, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Welcome, Dr. Chen Jiao. She will be with us to make the presentation with the title of Current Situation, Problems and Prospects of China's Bamboo and Rattan Commodities Trade. Welcome, Jiao Jiao. Thank you, please.
So is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Wu. Hello, everyone. My name is Chen Jiao from the International Center of Bamboo and Rattan. It's my great honor to make the report at the Congress. So the title of my report today is Current Situation, Problems and Prospects of China's Bamboo and Rattan Commodities Trade. So my presentation could be divided into three main parts. So first, I will present the current situation of China's bamboo and rattan commodities trade through data visualization analysis. The data mainly comes from China Customs database. And second, I will put forward the problems existing in China's bamboo and rattan commodities trade, according to some indicators of international trade. Finally, based on the bamboo as a substitute for plastics initiative, I will put forward some prospects for the development of bamboo and rattan commodities trade. So first part is the current situation. So there is no doubt China is the largest trading country of bamboo and rattan commodities. So according to the global data, as you can see from the first picture on this slide, China exported $2.13 billion of bamboo commodities in 2020, which accounted for 72% of the global trade in bamboo commodities. And the second picture is about the rattan commodities. China exported $69 million of rattan commodities, which accounted for 18% of the export trade of rattan commodities. So when comparing the export and import trade of bamboo commodities in the past 10 years, China exported much more than it imported. I can't put the export and import trade volume in one picture because the amount of the import trade volume is too small. If they are put together, you won't see anything about the import. And from 2011 to 2021, China's export trade volume of bamboo commodities showed an overall growth trend. In 2021, China's export trade of bamboo commodities was $2.645 billion, with an increase of 176% over the past 10 years and an annual growth rate of 18%. While China's import trade volume of bamboo commodities was only about $8 million in 2021. And when we add the rattan commodities, we can find that China's rattan commodities trade is much smaller than that of bamboo commodities. In 2021, China's rattan commodities trade was only $110 million. So next, I mainly analyze bamboo commodities trade. So from the perspective of China's export structure of bamboo commodities, in 2021, China's export trade volume of bamboo kitchenware, including bamboo chopsticks and chopping boards, contributed about $1.14 billion, accounting for 43%, followed by woven bamboo products and bamboo articles of daily use, bamboo shoes, bamboo furniture, and bamboo-based panels. And about the export partners, the United States and Japan are China's main export trading partners of bamboo commodities, followed by Germany, India, the Netherlands, Vietnam, France, the United Kingdom, Australia, and South Korea, etc. And in terms of continents, China mainly exported to Asia, Europe, and North America. So second part, based on the data, I will put forward the problems by 4 commonly used indicators of international trade. So the first indicator is foreign trade dependence, which presents the change of the position of the product's foreign trade in the national economy. So as we can see, the foreign trade dependence of China's bamboo and rattan commodities decreased significantly over the past 5 years, and the export dependence was greater than the import dependence. So the second indicator is revealed competitive advantage index, which measures the competitiveness of a country's products or industries in the international market. So in our research, the revealed competitive advantage index of China's bamboo and rattan commodities trade is declining, which means the international trade competitiveness of China's bamboo and rattan commodities is declining. And then the third indicator is the trade competitiveness index, which reflects the competitive advantage or disadvantage of a product in the international market. Here, the trade competitiveness index of bamboo commodities is stable, while that of rattan commodities is on the rise. The fourth indicator is terms of trade, which is used to measure foreign trade status of a country's product. So the terms of trade of China's bamboo and rattan commodities gradually improved. And we also find that the trade status of China's rattan commodities is higher than that of bamboo commodities. And in the last part, I will put forward some prospects based on the issue of bamboo as a substitute for plastics initiative. In the calendar 24 bamboo and rattan commodities code, 10 of them have the potential of bamboo as a substitute for plastics. In 2021, China exported these 10 commodities totally about $1.66 billion, accounting for about 60% of total exports. And among them, the main export products are bamboo kitchenware and tableware. So with further analysis, the potential of bamboo kitchenware and tableware to replace plastic kitchenware and tableware by comparing the trade of them. So from this picture, we can see that the global trade volume or the global market demand of plastic kitchenware and tableware is huge. In 2020, the export trade volume of plastic kitchenware and tableware was $11.5 billion, while the global export trade volume of bamboo kitchenware and tableware was only $737 million. So there is a huge gap between them. So from the view of kitchenware and tableware at least, bamboo has great potential to replace plastic. So in our research with INBAR, we are studying in the international potential of more bamboo products to replace plastic products. So if you are interested, welcome to discuss after the Congress. So at last, there are 3 conclusions. So first, China's bamboo and rattan commodities trade has an important impact on the structure and the characteristics of the global trade of bamboo and rattan commodities. So second, in recent years, the annual growth rate of China's bamboo export trade is low, and the trade competitiveness is declining. So it's urgent to find a new growth point to stimulate the export of bamboo commodities. So third, With the strong global demand for plastic products, the bamboo as a substitute for plastic initiative will promote bamboo products to meet the international market's demand for clean, green, and high quality products. So, well, that's all my presentation. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Jiao. Thank you, Dr. Chen Jiao, for your presentation to introduce the market, the international market of the bamboo and rattan commodities from and to China. Very updated information. China is a leading country of bamboo and rattan industry, and also is the largest traditional producers, consumers, and also exporters in the global market. And INBAR, the international organization for international bamboo and rattan organization, because China is a host country of the organization, so we work together very closely with Chinese with the Chinese government to facilitate the policy, to show the experience of China to the other member states of the INBAR, and also industry and for the trade. If we talk about the global market, actually, like the slides by Jiao to show us, we will see most of the products when we talk about the trade of the bamboo and rattan commodities, mainly from China, because China is leading country for the international market. We also, no matter from the standard and also from the HS code, China is there to provide the experience and also the very useful information for the other country to learn. So next, finally, today's the last presentation by myself. Some of the information in my slides, like the HS code or like the market market information already mentioned by the previous presentations, including Mr. Wang Wen from the China Customs and also by Dr. Jiao. So I would like to move my slides quickly to show my ideas in this regard, and then we move to next sections for discussion. My title, my presentation is about the global trade and the development of the HS code of bamboo and rattan commodities. 我点那个往下是吧？哦，我上去了。So this is about the bamboo and rattan's contribution. Their roles to the UN Sustainable Development Goals mentioned by Mr. Wang Wen in the first presentation. Bamboo and rattan, we are bamboo and rattan people. Always we think bamboo and rattan are so important and also contribute to the UN SDGs so much, especially for the poverty alleviation, for the sustainable consumption, production, and also like clean energy, and also climate change and biodiversity, landscape restoration, and also for the international partnerships. Bamboo and rattan's contribution to the UN SDGs. This is about the general picture of the bamboo and rattan resources in the globe. Altogether, we have more than 1,600 species for bamboo and more than 600 species for rattan, and also for the distribution of these two particular non-timber forest resources, more than 30 million hectares. The most recent research result is about more than 50 million hectares for the distribution of these two particular resources in the world. And the most also the updated figures for the global trade, including the domestic and also the international market, is about up to $70 billion. This $60 billion is the figure 3 years ago. And we just got the new figures last month. Okay. Usually we say that bamboo can be utilized. We call it a full utilization for the bamboo pole from the top of the leaves and also from the root of the to the bottom of the root system. We can produce more than 10,000 kind of bamboo products with these bamboo resources. Of the different species, different utilizations, from raw materials, food, handicrafts, daily utensils, music, sports like a flute, and charcoal, bamboo energy, and also furniture, woven products, including the handmade things and also those by machines, made by machines, and panel products and buildings, constructions. Yeah, also with a high technology innovation, like the could be produced through the industrialization procedure, like the pulp and paper containers, wind blade, those technology innovation. We say that high value products, construction, pipe system, by cooling system, decoration, fiber and textile. That's here we call them like traditional products in history, and also now currently this almost like the modern utilization for this bamboo for bamboo resources now. Rattan seems quite simpler than if we compare rattan with bamboo. So mainly about raw materials, furnitures, and weaving products. Okay, this is the international market of bamboo in 2020. We will see like the total exports about $3 billion US, and then there bamboo articles for daily use about almost to 30%, and also next is tableware and kitchenware mentioned by Dr. Chen Jiajiao in her presentation. So this is just some kind of distribution and the market share of these bamboo-made products in the international market. Considering about time, I would not go in details about the pine. Yeah, this is the international market of bamboo in 2020. It's about the market share of the continent, like Asian Pacific, almost like more than 80% of the total export of the bamboo and rattan commodities. And in the other side, for the bamboo imports, mostly from Europe and to Europe and Asia Pacific and North America, these three key importing areas. We will see Asia Pacific, they are not only the traditional or very large exporters, but also very important importing areas. This is about the main players of the exporters and the importers of bamboo commodities in 2020. China absolutely leading the global export. The proportion here over 70% of the total export value of the global market of the bamboo and rattan commodities, followed by European Union. European Union is the second one. They don't produce very many or very good bamboo resources, but they use imported semi-processed bamboo products like panels to produce high value or like high technology products, bamboo products to export to the other countries. Most of the countries of the exporters from the Asia Pacific area, and also from the traditional bamboo producer countries. Yeah, this particular I like to share with you about the China's export in 2020 compared to the other country and also the global market share. The similar for the bamboo tableware and the kitchenware and the articles for daily use and weaving products and also bamboo shoot. They are the key products from the Chinese market to the other countries. This about European Union, the largest importers from the world, and European Union also the same, and tableware from China and to European Union, and articles of bamboo articles for daily use from China to European Union. The proportion is almost like the similar, but here for China, more focus on the industrialized products, but in the other side for European Union, more diverse for the bamboo and the rattan for the commodities categories. This is about rattan. Traditionally, woven products are the most component of the rattan trade market. More than 50% of the whole export of the rattan products from the world. This almost similar like bamboo. Again, Asia and the Pacific lead the export market, and the European Union and North America and Asia Pacific are the main key players of the rattan import in the world. This is about the key players of the rattan commodities traders of the countries. Indonesia is a number one, is a top one country with bamboo, with the rattan materials, and also leading the rattan exports in the world. The percentage about 41 from the global market, and followed by China. China import a lot of rattan materials from the other countries of the rattan resources producers, and then export the processed products. And also other Asia Pacific countries, Myanmar, Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Myanmar, they are the main distribution area for rattan resources in the world. This is about import. Again, similar like bamboo, the countries from Europe and North America, they are main importers of rattan commodities. I would like to use some time to introduce about the HS code for bamboo and rattan commodities. In the right, I share with you about the link of the Yuan Common Trade database, and we started, INBAR started to use the Yuan Common Trade database since 2002 to collect the figures of the bamboo and rattan commodities trade in the world, to monitor the global market of the bamboo and rattan commodities. It's very useful, but bamboo and rattan, because they are very small or not clarified very clearly from the HS code system, so we can just have some kind of figures to share with the users about the market information. And now, after 20, this year is 20 years later, for the first time when we started to work with Chinese Customs Administration and also UN Food and Agriculture Organizations, we started, the time is 2002. Now this year is 2022. So in the past 20 years, we have such clear picture for the global trade, international trade of bamboo and rattan commodities, with the efforts of the very important partners around the INBAR. This is the picture for the WCO's team, World Customer Organizations review committee's meeting about the first proposal, the proposal submitted by INBAR and the Chinese Customs Administration and also FAO. In 2013, this is about second time for us to cooperate together to propose the idea to World Customer Organization to develop new HS code for bamboo and rattan commodities. before 2007, and since the HS code system, harmonized coding system, was established in 1988, there are only 2 individual Banban Rattan commodities, only referring to Banban Rattan resources, and all the other Banban Rattan commodities actually mixed or disappeared from other categories related to wood or other materials. So that's all. And the first 2 about bamboo for plating, rattan for plating, only these 2, particularly we use them for Banban rattan commodities in the harmonized coding system. Rest of them, bamboo rattan distributed here or there, and no figures. Yeah, with the efforts and the cooperation among the international societies, especially Chinese Customs Organization, Administration, and FAO and the INBAR, and also INBAR member states, the representative who participate in the World Customs Organization's meeting, and finally in 2005, World Customs Organization approved the 14 more new individual HS code for Banban rattan commodities, and plus the existing 2 at the beginning for Banban rattan materials. Altogether in 2007, we have 16 Banban rattan commodity HS code for Banban rattan commodities, including the most of the traditional products in the international market. Quickly. Okay, this is a new 10 code mentioned by Mr. Wang from the Chinese Customs Administration, the newly approved bamboo and rattan commodities, HS code for the commodities. This time include mostly the high value or technology innovated bamboo commodities. They are here. And originally we have 2, and then later we have new 14, and then finally we have 10 new in 2018. Already showed in previous presentations. For rattan, altogether we have 6 now. Okay, this is about rattan. Banban rattan, sorry for the wrong title, should be together for Banban rattan. And generally now we got the much clearer figures for the global trade, international trade of Banban rattan commodities in 2020, about over $3 billion US. No. Yes, $3 billion US. This actually is the first time for we to monitor the global market of the Banban rattan commodities. If we don't have the HS code, it's not very clear for INBAR and also for the member states to evaluate how much and how they are for the Banban rattan commodities transferred from the countries and from the countries' customs to the other to the other parts of the world. So that's why we continued to try to promote or to facilitate the HS code with the international partners. Okay, at the INBAR, we developed this database for people to use, particularly for the Banban rattan commodities statistics. Okay, that's about my presentation, mostly about the HS code system and also the international market of the Banban rattan commodities. Some information actually mentioned by our colleagues in previous presentations, and also I'm happy our speakers, the other speakers also mentioned about the standard and also HS code, the system, and also the market share of the players, trade players in the world. I think, yeah, now time is here, 15 to 15:10 for our session. We need to close. 娇娇，我们还有时间吗？
我们今天的这个编会就到这样吧。
时间结束了哈。那个
Let's
对不
wrap
起，
up today's session.
最后一点点，我用中文讲的会比较快一点，比较清楚一点。就是感谢各位专家参加我们今天的会。
Thank you so much for participating in today's event. I also want to thank you for the information that we have. Because of the limited time, we did not especially specify that. And finally, I actually want to use this opportunity to facilitate the future cooperation. I think through today's meeting, we are going to bind with all of you. And from the general customer's perspective, from the governmental perspective, we are going to focusing on the international standardization process. All the experts is also from the INBAR's perspective. We can discuss this topic in the future. Because it's an online meeting, I've been sharing with you one question. That is, we are going to have the mutual communication and trade problems. The facilitations of the international trade and Rattan is a very widely discussed topic, and I am looking forward for summarization after today's meeting, since we have so many new informations. And there are so many questions which is being put forward from yesterday, and in the expert report, not only from the technology perspective or from the industry perspective. And we are actually a small group discussing with this foreign trade and how do we import more national policies and enable more participants for this event. We are looking forward that in the coming 2 to 3 months, we could have a new proposal to be submitted to the relevant parties so that we can have a more micro policies supporting the initiatives about replacing the plastic with bamboo and also working on the ISO international standards, as well as the UN DRP. As well, I also want to thank the World Trade Organizations, as well as the GACC, to communicate with all of you with a better policy support. Because in terms of the support, we do need the international policy support. And I hope that you could contribute yourself. Thank you so much. For the interest of time, we have to conclude the meeting here. Do we have any other questions?
就我们4个人啦，还有参会的，我看有37个，我觉得也已经很鼓舞人心了啊！有30多位。其实我们这个会早期的推广。
Thank you so much. We have over 30 different experts, but we are working really hard. Thank you so much for the participation. Thank you, Zhou Xin. Thank you for all the 2 to 3 speakers, DDJ Wang and also Dr. Fang. I'm going to involve them once again for the future support. Thank you all.
后面会如果有的话，会分享一个小的总结给大家来补充。
好，
哎呀，很高兴见到你们在线上，时间很有
Very
限。
glad to meet you all. Thank you so much.
好，再见。还要感谢我们现场的技术支持啊，他们坐在我对面，我特别踏实，他们一直在关注我们解决问题。谢谢。
谢谢。
嗯。
再见。
嗯。